And now, the Molle Mystery Theater, presented by Molle. Molle, the heavier brushless shaving cream for tender skin.
Good evening. This is Jeffrey Barnes, welcoming you to the program that presents the best in mystery and detective fiction. More than a year ago, we presented on this program a hard-hitting detective story entitled Murder in the City Hall. I received many letters from you fans telling me how pleased you were with that story. And I wasn't surprised, for that story was based on a novelette entitled Spanish Blood, written by one of the greatest of the modern mystery writers, Raymond Chandler, author of The Big Sleep and of the recent hit motion picture, Murder, My Sweet. Well, tonight we're going to repeat that fine story. So here it is, Raymond Chandler's Murder in the City Hall.
Well, say, Mr. Barnes, before we get started, let's turn the clock back to 8 o'clock this morning. You know, 8 o'clock, the time of morning that lots of men hate because they have to shave. That is, except the men who shave with Molle, the heavier brushless shaving cream. Yes, sir, with Molle, it's smooth. So smooth. It's slick. So slick. It's the smooth, slick shave you get with Molle. Molle, the heavier brushless cream for tender skins. That's right. Molle is the shaving cream that's heavier. The cream that's made for a wiry, hard-to-cut beard or tender skin. Because Molle is heavier, it not only softens your whiskers, it stands them up straighter and lets your razor clip them off close and clean. So you shave faster, closer, easier, and you shave painlessly with Molle, the heavier brushless cream for tender skins. Molle. And now for tonight's Molle mystery, Murder in the City Hall.
Down this corridor, Sam. It's the end office.
Oh.
Can you beat it, Sam? Bumping off Donegan Marr. Boy, will this make trouble down at City Hall.
Right, Pete.
2 months till election, and one of the candidates for judge is dead as a doornail.
We went to school together, Donnie and me. Carried the torch for the same girl. He won. He always did. He's a great guy.
Here, Sam, we turn down this way.
Yeah. Yeah, Donnie Moore was a great guy till he got into politics. Then he changes, got mixed up with the mud.
Keep out of politics. That's my motto.
And something happened to his marriage, too. What kind of sour? Feel sorry for his wife, Belle.
Still carrying the torch for us, Sam?
Yeah, maybe.
Here we are.
All right, officer. Lieutenant Sam Delagara and Pete Marcus of Homicide taking over.
Yes, sir.
Here's the body.
Slumped over in his chair with 2 bullet holes in his chest.
Anybody hear the shot, Pete?
No. Well, the office is probably soundproof.
Who reported the killing?
His secretary. She went to lunch an hour early today, and when she came back, she found this and phoned the police and Mar's wife.
Where's she now?
The secretary? They sent her home. She was getting hysterical.
Hey, look, Pete, here's a gun in his hand. Only it hasn't been used. Probably his own.
Don't see any empty shells anyplace, Sam. Whoever did it must have been smart enough to pick up the shells.
Here's his appointment pad. Somebody named Imlay was due here at 12:15. It's 1:30 now.
Who's Imlay?
Wait a minute, sure. There's an assistant DA named Imlay on Big Boss Master's ticket running for judge against Marr.
Sam, you don't think...
I don't know what to think yet. Hey, take a look at this writing on the pad.
Pretty shaky, isn't it?
Yeah, very shaky, just as...
Hello, boys.
Afternoon, Mr. Coroner.
Hiya, Dad.
Well. An important stiff this time, yes? Well, let's see what we can make of it. 2 slugs, eh? Small ones. Look like about .25 caliber.
A lady's gun.
Close to the heart, but not touching. Must have died about an hour ago. About 12:30. Maybe a minute or two after he was shot.
You don't have to be so cheerful about it.
Pete, here they are.
What's Sam?
The missing shells. The murderer hid them in the humidor there under some cigar butts.
Let's see him.
Yep, just as I thought. 25 caliber shells from a small gun. Like maybe a woman would use.
I got it. Hello?
This is the commissioner.
Oh, yes, Commissioner. This is Lieutenant Pete Marcus. Yeah. No, nobody's been here but the coroner. Hold everything till you get here. Sure thing. No printer, cameraman yet. Only me and Sam De La Guerra. Yeah. Yes, sir. Here, Sam. The commissioner wants to talk to you.
Hello, Commissioner. Sure. What am I doing on the case? Well, I was just standing around. They sent me over. Well, sure, I knew Donnie Moore, but I didn't room with him. Okay, Commissioner, you're the boss. Right away. Oh. Pete, you've got to take care of things till the commissioner gets here.
Me? What about you?
He's ordered me to take a run up to Moore's cabin at Puma Lake. Don't tell anybody, only I'm calling on Donnie's wife first.
Well, what's the idea of sending you off like this?
My guess is that he doesn't want me working on this case.
Oh, hello, Mr. Sam. My, it sure is good you came.
Well, Minnie, I'm sorry about what's happened, but I've got to see Mrs. Moore right away.
Oh, sure. Come on in, sir.
No reporters yet?
Oh, no, sir. Nobody ain't been here yet. Only the commissioner. He just phoned about 5 minutes ago.
The commissioner phoned here?
Why, yes, Mr. Sam.
What'd he say?
Well, I don't rightly know, Mr. Sam. He talked to Mrs. Moore. And she ain't said a word even to me ever since she heard the awful news. She just stands around like she's dead.
Well, I'll go on into her. And don't talk to anybody, Minnie. Don't say anything. Hello, Belle.
Oh, Sam. Sam, I don't know what to say. It's all so terrible.
I know. Donnie was in a tough racket, Belle. And when you play with fire...
Who killed him, Sam? That's the important thing. Have you any idea?
Well, there might be one suspect.
A man or woman?
A man. Somebody connected with the Masters gang Donnie was running against.
Oh, what's this rotten city government coming to?
Belle, are you really so sorry Donnie's killed?
Why do you ask that?
I want to know.
Yes. Yes, I am sorry, Sam. I really am. I didn't think I could be, but now that he's dead...
I knew something went wrong between you two. Donnie'd been running around with a fast crowd, other women.
Oh, please, I'd rather not talk about it.
Just as you say. What did the commissioner just say to you on the phone?
Oh, how do you know he called?
Well, let's not go into that, Belle. What did he say?
Well, it seems that a man named Imlay, one of Donnie's opponents in the election, had been mixed up with a nightclub singer called Stella Lamott. The commissioner found some rather sensational pictures of Imlay and Stella in Donnie's desk drawer.
What? Why, he's crazy. Pete and I looked. We never saw any pictures.
The commissioner thinks Donnie was trying to blackmail Imlay into withdrawing from the race. Evidently, he and Donnie had quite a row, and Imlay beat him to the draw.
Do you believe that, Belle?
I don't know what to believe.
Belle, do you want me to do anything about this?
Oh, I do, Sam, I do. Donnie's eyes stare at me from the walls wherever I look.
Well, how about giving me the keys to his cabin up at Puma Lake?
Why?
I've been ordered to go up there and look around.
Certainly, Sam, you can have the keys. But wait just a moment. I'm going with you.
You know what I think, Belle? They're sending me up to Puma Lake to get me out of the way down there.
Who's they?
Oh, the commissioner, and behind him, Boss Masters.
Sam, do you think Big Boss Masters might have had Donnie killed?
No, Belle. That doesn't add up.
Why not?
Because Masters would never have allowed Imlay to become involved in such a thing. Imlay was running on Masters' ticket.
Well, then you don't think Imlay's the murderer.
I don't know. Oh, it might be just what the commissioner says it is. A quarrel over those pictures of Imlay and Stella Lamott. After all, Donnie might have threatened to blackmail Imlay.
Oh, Donnie's done a lot of things lately I haven't been proud of.
Well, here we are at the cabin. See, a lonely little place. When was Donnie up here last?
Oh, I don't know. He was always coming up here for conferences. At least he said he was coming here.
Well, I'll nose around a bit, see what I can find.
I'll come along with you, Sam.
No, Bill, no. No, you wait here in the car. You can turn on the radio if you like. I'll be right back. Take it easy, Ken. Calm down.
I'll be all right.
We interrupt this program to bring you the latest bulletin on the City Hall murder of Donegan Marr. The police are now working on the theory that Marr was killed in a quarrel resulting from pressure which he was putting on his rival, Assistant District Attorney Imlay, in order to force his withdrawal from the coming municipal election. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of Imlay, but at present Imlay's whereabouts are known. Keep tuned to this station for further bulletins.
Come on, Bill. We're getting back to town.
Did you find anything, Sam?
Well, let's get going, and I'll tell you on the way.
You did find something. I can tell by the expression on your face.
Yes, Bill. Something I wasn't supposed to find.
What?
A dead man. A bullet through his temple.
Yes. Who is it?
Imlay.
Imlay?
Yeah, and he's been dead for hours, at least since last night.
But Donnie was killed this morning. That means that...
Imlay couldn't have killed Donnie, exactly.
Then... who did?
That's what I'm going to find out.
As the curtain falls on Act One of tonight's Molle mystery, it looks as though Marr and Imlay don't stand much chance of being elected. Now. What think you, Mr. Seymour?
Well, Mr. Barnes, would you believe it if I told you that there are plenty of men who'd be willing to change places with either of them?
Dad.
Well, almost anyway. For instance, there's the fellow who'd sooner be shot at than shaved. And say, man, if that's how you feel about shaving, chances are you have wiry whiskers or a tender skin. So try Molle, the heavier brushless shaving cream for tender skins. Molle gives you a shave as smooth as sailing, as slick as a whistle. Yes, Molle is the heavier cream. The cream that not only softens your whiskers, but holds them up straight as corn stalks while your razor cuts them down quickly, easily. With Molle, you shave faster, closer, easier, and you shave painlessly. Try it. See if you don't say, it's smooth. So smooth. It's slick. So slick. It's a smooth, slick shave you get with Molle. Molle, the heavier brushless shaving cream for tender skins. Molle. Now here is Jeffrey Barnes and Act Two of Murder in the City Hall.
Young Police Lieutenant Sam De La Guerra suspects that the city's political machine is behind the murder of his old friend Donegan Marr. The police believe that the machine candidate for the judgeship, a man named Imlay, committed the killing in self-defense. But De La Guerra knows Imlay could not possibly have killed Donegan Marr. Now he returns to police headquarters.
Hi, Sam. Good thing you're back already. The commissioner wants to see you.
Yeah, and I want to see him, too. Listen, Pete. Were you in Marr's office when those Stella Lamont photographs were found?
Yeah, but I didn't find them. The commissioner did.
Did you see him find them?
No, but I don't think he planted them, if that's what you mean.
That's exactly what I meant. Now, look, Marr is murdered. So the voters are going to think Big John Masters had him killed because he was giving the political machine a run for the money.
You don't think that, do you, Sam?
No, I don't. But even if the killing had no political meaning, Masters and his machine would have to clean this killing up fast, or else. And if they can pin the killing on Imlay, the case is a cinch. And Masters gets all the votes.
How do you figure that?
Well, Masters and the commissioner pin the killing on Imlay. Get it?
Yeah.
But they do it so it looks like Marr was blackmailing him. So Marr's a villain, and Imlay's practically a hero because he shot in self-defense.
Good Lord, Sam, you don't
Well, that's
think...
the way they doped... Commissioner.
There you are, De La Guerra.
Evening, Commissioner.
Come on to my office here. I want to talk to you.
Find anything up at Puma Lake?
I wasn't supposed to, was I?